Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Live Dive. I hope you're having a great day so far. Thanks for all of you that came out last night for our last session of the Gray Area series, and be sure to come on back next Wednesday night for we're going to do a little mini series on different aspects of the Christmas story. I think you'll enjoy that. Also, a reminder before next Wednesday, our Sunday school class is at 10 a.m. upstairs in the gym mezzanine where we meet for our Wednesday night class, and that'll be at 10 a.m. at the First Free Old Baptist Church of Tampa. As always, we will have free donuts and orange juice for you as well. Those donuts are from Hole in One Donuts, and they're awesome. So be sure to come on out. If for any other reason, how about just to get a free donut? And we will be actually continuing to discuss what we'll be discussing tonight. But one quick announcement, another quick announcement before I dive into that. Remember, our Christmas party, the Bridge Christmas party, is on Saturday, December 23rd. Please be sure to come on out, especially to wear your ugly, crazy Christmas sweaters. We'll be having an ugly Christmas sweater contest, and whoever wins will get a grand prize. We'll have other games and stuff like that as well. Should be a lot of fun. Again, Saturday, December 23rd is when we'll have our Christmas party. So as I just mentioned previously, we got a new topic to talk about. As always, though, I want to remind you that our theme of the month is a believer's benefits. And specifically today, we're going to really break this down a little bit more by talking about how we're all gifted to serve. We're all gifted to serve. Now, let's go ahead and fast forward to a couple of weeks from now, or about 2.5 weeks from now, to December 25th. When you wake up that morning, to maybe find some presents under the Christmas tree, or maybe even more appropriately, let's go back in time to that time when you were so excited to wake up on Christmas Day to find a scene with the stockings, and you see your beautiful Christmas tree with presents under it. I mean, doesn't that bring you back to good times? Those were great memories for me as a child. But as you probably remember, you remember the good times. You remember the toys and the video games and the things that you received. But if you kind of, rack your brain a little bit, you'll remember that not too long after that, you were kind of done with those toys, or you were done with those video games. They kind of lost its appeal. But I'm here to tell you tonight that the interesting thing is that God has also given us some gifts. And the best part of it is that these gifts are ones that will never grow old. They'll never lose its appeal. They'll never get run down over time. And there are spiritual gifts, And I know you probably have heard about the spiritual gifts before, and we're not going to go into detail about how many types of gifts there are and the details of which, what each one is, and so on and so forth. What I want to talk to you about is just to simply remind you that each and every single one of you has a gift. You have a place within our church with your gift. And see, Paul, that's what Paul was talking to the Corinthians about in 1 Corinthians chapter 12. And he said in verse 4 that now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same God which worketh all in all. In other words, what Paul is saying is that there are different types of gifts, but what Paul is saying is that every single gift is still from God, and that God has appointed each and every single one of you to have a gift or multiple gifts. And that they all are important. They all play a vital role in the success of a church or a body of believers. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning that to you today, because you probably have heard that a million times. Yeah, I have my own spiritual gift. I have a place within the church. But I want to tell you that because in order for you to be successful, in order for the body of Christ to be successful, the church of Christ to be successful, we need your gifts. We need your participation within the church, within the body of Christ. Because if we don't work together, we won't succeed. I was thinking about an all-time great football coach by the name of Vince Lombardi. Vince Lombardi was the coach of the Green Bay Packers in the 60s and 70s, and in fact, he was the one that led the Green Bay Packers to the very first 2 Super Bowl championships in NFL history. In fact, now the trophy that is awarded to the Super Bowl winner every year, that trophy's name is the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And what Vince Lombardi, he once said this, that people who work together will win, whether it be against complex football defenses or the problems of modern society. What he was stressing there is the importance of not individual accomplishments, but teamwork. And it's the same thing that Paul is trying to tell the Corinthians. He's saying each and every single one of you is gifted. God has given you a spiritual gift, but we need you to work with the church in order for the church to be successful. And so that's what I want you guys to remember this Christmas season, is that no matter what gifts or presents you get, nothing is going to top the spiritual gifts God has given you. And here's the thing, not only has God given you that gift, but part of that gift, part of that honor, is that you have a place within the church. You play an important role. You have been given a purpose. And that's something I don't want you to forget during this holiday season. I hope to see you guys out on Sunday at Sunday school at 10 a.m. upstairs in the gym mezzanine at the First Free Will Baptist Church of Tampa. But until then, have a good night, God bless, and Merry Christmas.